Going to start. Yes, once again, good morning to all, and we are going to begin today's session. I'm not going to revise all the slides because almost 42 slides we have completed. And the ongoing topic is environmental scanning. So, in last lectures, we talked about what is environmental scanning. Environmental scanning and SWOT analysis are both are almost similar, just name of technique is different. So again, in environmental scanning, company has to look at the we can say strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Then we discuss optimum use of resources. Okay, I think this is remaining, right? Number six is remaining or not? Number six is remaining or not? Any idea? Survival and growth. Anybody have any idea about this particular topic we have discussed or not? Fine. No one have any idea. It is the duty of teacher to remember everything. Fine. So number six is survival and growth. So how environmental scanning and survival and growth of companies we can say correlated that we have to discuss. So very first topic into that systematic analysis of business environment helps the firm to maximize the strength, minimize the weaknesses. I think we have discussed. Grab the opportunities and diffuse the threats. So a good company, smart manager perform all these we can say functions. So a smart manager, efficient manager, I can say, who always try to maximize its strength, just like a person. And that's why we had before few lectures we had an exercise that we should always maximize our strength. We should minimize our weaknesses. And as soon as new opportunity come, jump into that. So that's why I can say environmental scanning help us to survive more in the market. And if we continue this particular scanning, our growth will happen over the period of time. So growth will be continued in consecutive years. So that's why I'm saying environmental scanning helps a lot in case of survival, not only survival, but also growth. Sometimes mm, survival become itself a growth. Right now, across the world, if you see, if you can just survive in business, that is your profit because there is less demand in the market. People have people have less purchasing power nowadays, and due to this, if you use these four things for your business, we can survive our business. And later on, we can develop our business as well. That's why I'm saying it is very useful for not only survival but also for growth. I think we have discussed earlier, but I will mention here one of the quote given by Mr. Ratan Tata that it was related to pandemic 2020 that if you just can survive up to 2020, that itself a big profit to you. If you sustain yourself in this competitive market, in this pandemic situation, there are many issues. right now in business environment. So
Sir,
yes, yes,
sir, I have a doubt.
yes,
Uh, this year we have maximum number of new companies registered,
yeah,
as well as the share market has also boomed as and when after the lockdown has ended.
okay.
So why is it contradicting our
Mhm.
market analysis and business environment studies?
There are two different aspects you are asking. Number one is you are saying number of companies are registered, right? More number of companies are registered, and that is because of startup program, and it is more of new company and small company, right?
Okay.
Considering the technological aspects, more and more startup companies are registered, and majority of the are technology related, not
Yes.
manufacturing related.
Okay.
So, so there is a issue when technology related issues progress. It it hires very less number of people, right? Small IT firms hires very less number of people, but uh, if I compare with the manufacturing sectors in any country, if you see, government want more manufacturing industries because they hire lots of people at a time. So, answer to your first question is more and more startups are registered. See, Rishi, startup doesn't mean our economy is growing, right? Suppose
Okay.
you have suppose you have established your new, we can say, business, very small business into startup program.
Yes.
So it doesn't mean your business is going to help our economy. Yes, it will help you over the period of time. I think after 2 years, 3 years, if your business progress, then it will help to our economy. So,
Okay.
so the very first aspect is what you are saying is the registration of startups, not the big ventures. Am I right?
Yes. Okay,
And
sir.
and number two question you asked, it is about share market.
Yes.
Uh, India is the most attractive destination for investment. Always.
Hmm.
Why? Because of our huge population, huge demand, and business friendly strategies. Well, Rishi, will you please mute your mic? I can't. Yes. So, and and what you are saying that yes, our share market is progressing even this pandemic situation. That I'm seeing that more and more FDI, foreign direct investment, is coming into Indian stock markets. So whenever, so especially European people who invest a lot in India right now because there is pandemic situation. And another thing I am going to add here, that Indian economy is recovering very rapidly as compared to the other nations, right? The where demand is increasing, the where economy is going to stable, I can say, not growing, going to be stable. So this is very eye-catchy for the foreign investors. So foreign investors identify that Indian economy is going to be normal within few months. So it's the right time to invest in. Fine. Uh, if I talk about stock market, there is a very nice strategy, but it's a risky strategy. Uh, when share market are down, it's a right time to invest because you will purchase everything at almost lower prices. It's a simple technique but risky technique. When share markets are down,
investing
yes,
investing at undervalue.
right, right, because majority of the
It's
equities. Hmm.
it's the strategy of Warren Buffett, which he learned from
Yes,
his
yes, it's
teacher. The sir, it's mentioned a lot in the book, the Intelligent Investor.
right. Oh, Warren Buffett. It's a basic principle given by Warren Buffett, but Warren Buffett is one of the biggest gambler in stock markets across the world, right? So, but it's a risky, I'm saying. So, I think if you see during September and August was the worst of Indian stock market, right? And it was it was deep almost thousands of points, not only 100 but thousands of points down during September and August due to lockdown situation. So when stock market is down, when majority of the equity shares price is down, foreign investors, not only foreign but Indian people are very smart. We have invested huge thing in stock market. So again, I'm saying, Rishi, economy and share market, it has somewhat relevance, but not direct relevance, right? Right now, what right now, whatever investment is coming, it is considering the future of Indian economy. Are you comfortable, Rishi, now?
Yes, sir, I am.
Yes. So I discussed two different aspects of your questions. Everybody enjoying or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, the Sensex lost 19,000 points this year.
Yes, yes. It is almost
But
19.
it has gained those points, but it was very low at
Yes.
25,000.
Yes,
Right
yes.
now
Sensex is not
it's
to be
at
considered.
45.
It's only on BSE. We should consider Nifty because it
So
consists of a
it's
whole
NSE.
NSE.
Fine. It's a very
Yeah,
technical. Hmm.
and even Nifty has that future and call put option available.
I
That's
think,
that's derivative. So
yeah, I think you both are going to enter
not
very
the
technical.
that, that's not
Yes, sir. I
benchmark for the
have done
market.
my classes in share market.
Good, good. But you are discussing it, that comes in semester number 3 of MBA, and those who have specialization as finance.
Oh, oh.
So you are discussing everything in well in advance. Fine. But I hope I think this is very interesting discussion, but very technical. If I'm going to enter in BSc and NSc, so it will be very technical thing. So other people will bored if I discuss. Fine,
No, sir. This is very interesting.
but very technical. Let's see. With the stock market to,
Yes.
to discuss BSc and to discuss NSc, at least you should have basic information related to stock markets and share market. I can say. So if you don't have
Yes.
basic understanding of share market, you can never understand BSc and NSc, right? Fine. But I hope I like to discuss. See, if I know, I will discuss. Huh? And if I don't know, I will say no, I don't know. હા નહીં મારું કોઈ દિવસ. Fine. And fine. So that if I simplify, environmental scanning is very useful for the development of the company as well as for the survival of the company. Company should first focus on survival, then company should focus on the growth strategies. Right. Quickly, number 7, to plan long-term business strategy. Yes, uh, a business organization has short-term and long-term objectives. Proper analysis of environmental factors helps the business firm to frame plans and policies that could help in easy accomplishment of those organizational objectives. Fine. During your 11th and 12th, very beginning of your commerce life, you might have heard that a business works in both the category, short-term planning and long-term planning. Or I can say short-term goals or and long-term goals. First of all, if I discuss, we can say some technical words. Number one, here in title, it is business strategy. Generally, strategy, I was discussing one of the subject, and I have discussed this subject for at least 7, 8 years in MBA and MCOM, right? And the name of the subject is strategic management. It is compulsory for all MBAs and all the MCOMs. Fine. Meaning of strategy is very simple. It is a very long-term planning to be done considering the competition. So whatever long-term planning is to be designed considering the competition is known as strategy. So if I simplify this particular topic, I'm not going to enter in that subject. But if we have better environmental scanning techniques, it will help to design both the goals accurately. That is short-term goals and long-term goals. Better environmental scanning will give us the accurate information related to business, maybe existing information and maybe future related information. Yesterday I was saying that smart managers live in future, right? Whatever is going to happen in next 5 years and 10 years, they can predict somewhat, no doubt. No one can give guarantee of it, but in a normal way, in a normal economy, good managers forecast many things. I I think every Saturday Sunday, I watch interviews of MDs and CEOs, CNBC TV 18 English Business News Channel, where every we can say Saturday and Sunday there are some in the evening there are some sessions of only CEOs. So CEOs of well-known companies used to visit this particular channel in weekend. I just I just listen them. When I listen them carefully, I understand one particular thing very easily. That they always think of what company is going to do it after 5 years, what company is going to do after 8 years, and what is the we can say roadmap of 10 years. So within 10 years, what company is going to do? See, look at their planning. They have clear roadmap, short term, long term. That's why they continuously stick to the short term objectives as well as long term objectives. Philosophically, I'm very bad at in philosophy and I like to do philosophy. We people design long term objectives. I want to be like that, I want to be like that. Yes, it's a good thing. You should do. But remember very well, to to achieve this big achievement after 5 years and 10 years, first of all you need to design your short term objectives. What you are going to do in this month, what you are going to do in this, we can say 6 months and 1 year, and accordingly 10 years. A business has continuously watched its short-term objectives as well as long-term objectives. Because if you achieve short-term objectives accurately, then you can achieve your long-term objectives accurately. Are you all comfortable, everyone? What I'm discussing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But our problem with us, not as a company but as a person, we dream too much. No doubt, we should dream. I'm not saying no, right? But if you dream, you have to work today. Just like company, the company always focus on per day, per month, per quarter, per year, and accordingly 10 years. And that is long-term objective. I hope you are getting everyone. Are you getting or not what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So, just a minute. Okay. So that was the case with short-term and long-term strategies. Second point of that, without undertaking environmental scanning, the firm cannot develop a strategy. As I just said, strategy is designed for long term actually. Like if I go historically, strategy word was designed by the American army, right? That to beat our enemies, to kill our enemies. So whatever they are doing is known as, we can say, strategy. So gradually, this particular word was also famous in business because it is just like war. They want to beat their competitors. They want to beat their, we can say, enemies. So again, this particular word has derived from the American army. Fine, it's a long-term objective. Number eight, environmental scanning aids decision making. Yes, decision making is a process of selecting the best alternative among various available alternatives. See, decision making is always a very complex task. It is just like MCQ exam. You have to select from A, B, C, and D. Sometimes all four options looks best, and sometimes all four options looks wrong. Same thing can happen with the managers. To solve one problem, they may have multiple alternatives. But again, that purely depends on the experience, intention of the manager. That what particular alternative you are going to select. Say for example, demand of the company, demand of the product is going to decrease year by year. In last 3 years, company is observing that very gradually our demand of the product is decreasing. So to increase this demand, a company may have different alternatives. But again, that depends on the, we can say, situation of the company, or we can economical conditions, and many government factors and many more. Like company wants to increase demand, so very first thing will come, that is, let's we reduce the price. So when price is reduced, automatically demand may increase. So that could be the one of the alternative. Second alternative may be, let's we give more advertisement. That was second alternative. Because when we give more advertisements, more marketing, so it may create new demand. Third can be, let's we reduce cost. Right? Let's reduce cost. But when we reduce cost, we have to sacrifice with the quality of the product. When we give more marketing programs, we will have to spend much money behind marketing programs. So each and every alternative will have some pros and cons. Each and every alternative will have some plus points and negative points. Am I right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, that when a manager take decision, suppose we are going to reduce price. So what will happen? That we have to check. If you reduce this price without thinking, so it may disturb our balance sheet. It may disturb our, we can say, profit and loss account, cash balance, and many more. If we are going for more marketing, so there is a huge cash outflow because marketing is always very expensive program. So that's second alternative. Okay, third alternative. If we reduce cost, well, we have to sacrifice with the quality of the product. So our existing customer will feel that we are cheated now. Earlier product was better, now it's not better, right? It may disturb overall the reputation and goodwill of the firm. So there are several issues related with the alternatives. But a company can select best alternatives considering the situation, right? If I repeat my example, suppose a company is making a loss from last 3 years, right? Or demand of the product is really decreasing too much in last 3 years. So this proves that company don't have sufficient cash. So, so don't think of marketing programs. As you are facing loss from last 3 years, 5 years, whatever the thing is, so don't think of marketing program because it will really disturb your cash balance. It's better to think of cost cutting, or better to think of reducing little bit price and all that. So considering the given situation, considering the given circumstances of the business, to select the best alternative, it is a challenge for the managers. And that's why environmental scanning help us to select the best alternative in a business. Are you all comfortable, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Next point is lecture. How much time we have?
Sir, 9 minutes.
9 minutes. Okay. Uh, Second point, an environmental analysis is yes, an environmental analysis is an extremely important tool in understanding and decision making in all situation business. As I just said, if a manager have good skill of environmental scanning, he can take always better decision, perfect decision in a business. Whatever the situation is, if situation is better, again he can make best decision. If situation is worst, again, if you have good environmental techniques, you can make always accurate decision, best decision. Number three, success of the firm depends upon the precise decision making. Yes, always. Quality of your decision making will always decide your success. The thing is that quality of your decision requires some information. You need to get some information, whether as a person or as a company. So whatever the unique information you have, quality information you have, accordingly you can make the best decision making. And number three, study of environmental analysis enables the firm to select the best option. Yes, we have discussed earlier, best alternative, or we can say best option to have success. So again, philosophically, if I discuss, uh, many people said that uh, I did uh, I did this much thing, but I didn't get success. No, ultimately you are responsible for your success because whatever decision you have made in past, in general sense, not always, whatever decision you have made in past will decide your success factor, whether you as a company or as an individual. Am I right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next is fine. So that was the, we can say, end of, we can say, just features of environmental scanning. And we have just 5 minutes. I'm going to start a new topic, that is process of environmental scanning. So it's a very simple process. It has four parts, four stages. One is scanning, monitoring, forecasting, and assessment. Very quickly, we are going for scanning. Being the first step in the process of environmental analysis, scanning is yes, scanning involves general surveillance. Actually, I have something here from Zoom, that's why I can't read that part. Okay. Being the first step in the process of environmental scanning, scanning involves general surveillance. environmental factors and their interaction in order to find. We will discuss later on. But what is scanning? Scanning is nothing else. It is just like a surveillance. You know, meaning of surveillance. When we keep monitoring something sharply, when we keep observing something very sharply, it is known as surveillance. So just like surveillance officer, just like CCTV camera, right now surveillance system is through technology more. Like CCTV camera, or we can say design with night vision and HD voice recording in CCTV. Why? Because it is related to surveillance. Just like that, a manager should develop such kind of surveillance system. He has to continuously look at the thing, what is going on in the market. He has to continuously monitor the external environment. And that's why it is known as general surveillance. A good manager always see that what is happening in the environment, what is good for us and what is bad in us, right? Where we'll get benefit from the economy, and that is known as surveillance. Just like CCTV camera, like when you will come to Marwadi, we have I think 300 or 400, I forgot, camera, right? With night vision camera. The campus is covered with each and every corner, right? With a very high resolution and HD recording camera with night vision. So it's a surveillance because it's a big campus and right, and as and when you want, there are many incidents that somebody has taken something from someone's bags and all that. So whenever you say, especially when I say that I give me the photocopy or video recording from 3 to 3:30 p.m. So immediately I will get video or immediately I will get images from each and every corner of the campus. So that is surveillance system to monitor, to observe. Just like that, a manager is responsible for the surveillance system. Okay. So I know that time is about to over. Right. So a manager can do this surveillance in two ways. Number one, identify early signals. Yes. Again, I'm saying a smart manager, good manager, identify the signals well in advance. If I go back to almost one decade, almost 8 to 10 years before, uh, I was reading one of the article or related to Philips, and I was reading the interview of CEO, global CEO of Philips, that we don't want to uh, do our business in electronics. Before 10 years, Philips was very popular in all the electronical products. Now, Philips has changed its business model rather than only in electronics. Now, Philips has going to enter in home appliances, right? Fine. So, I was reading one of the article before 10 years that they don't want to be in electronical products. Why? I was reading that Samsung and LG are big competitors for us. And I'm not, we can say, going to favor. This is what I read from the interview, that LG and Samsung, the way they are doing business, they will use everything. We can say, even they use some cheap raw material sometimes, even in all the electronical items that we cannot do. It is out of our business strategy. So Samsung and LG in future, they will sell everything at very cheaper, we can say, rates as compared to Philips. So they changed their business model. They withdraw themselves from electronical items to home appliances, because before 10 years, there was very less presence of any company in kitchen appliances and home appliances. Are you all enjoying or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that's why, see, Philips has still good survival in the market because of a very few competitors are available in home appliances and kitchen appliances. My point is early signal. This person identify all these things well in advance. That he knew that I cannot survive, my company cannot survive after 10 years in electronical things. Fine. And the last one is detect environmental changes. See, pandemic is the best thing of this. Whenever the new thing is going to change, whenever the whenever the change is about to come in near future, try to change it before change comes. Try to change your product, your your planning, your product, your services must be designed considering the long-term future, not the short-term future. And that is known as environmental change. Right? Are you all agree or not, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is end
Yes,
of.
sir.
I think it is end of this particular session. We are going to meet exactly after 10 minutes. Right? Just wait. I'm going to take a screenshot because I have to give attendance. Fine. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming in.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.